My first memory of Mom, I'm going to say Mom told a story the other day about how she used to make me take a nap, even when I was a little, probably too old to take a nap. And she used to come up to the third floor and sometimes lay down next to me. And I remember being awake on the bed looking at that wallpaper, the toile wallpaper, and Mom would be sleeping.
Oh.
We were living in England, and so I must have been under 3. And I remember my mom was sitting in a rocking chair with a quilt on her lap, and I came in and I must have said, or something, "Is it raining?" And she said, "It's always raining in England."
My earliest memory of Sheila is going to Sheila's house in apartment 3A and sitting in the bathroom with her as Sheila took a bath as a beauty queen in her bathtub. And Mrs. Me, her grandma, would always have homemade baked goods on the radiator, and the canary was in the bedroom next to the radiator.
Okay, my earliest memory of Sheila is when I was a little girl and we slept at Mrs. Goldberg's house. And I don't want to go any further because it's when the night my father died, and she took care of me. She held my hand and she told me she would take care of me for all my life.
First memory? I think she started showing me her leg.
At her apartment?
She had hiked up her skirt and started showing me her leg.
My first memory is my second date with Barbara when she brought me to visit
into the frying pan
home
really?
In Montclair, New Jersey.
Really?
Yes, and to meet the whole family after we were together one day.
We came to New Jersey. I think we'd come to New York first. We came to New Jersey, and he was introducing me to his whole family, and I walked in the front door, and Sheila was very nice. I could tell she was very reserved. And she showed me all of the things that Jordan did to prepare the house for me. He walked around and put potpourri in all the bathrooms.
Sheila is going out to dinner, having such a great time, and very soon after they bought their house on South Mountain Avenue, which I thought was a mansion. And we helped them move, and we proceeded to crack the top of some marble antique as it slid down the driveway. And Sheila said, well, of course we'd ask Greg to help us move because he wasn't Jewish. He'd obviously have a truck. And of course he did.
At the Mountainside Hop, which has to be back in 1980 or 81. And she spoke to me with shrimp coming out of her mouth. And I have never brought that up to her, but we always do remember that that is the first time we met.
The earliest memory I have is Sheila dating one of my friends. And I really couldn't understand why she would even go out with ugly Arnie. But
and I remember very well that it was at the Stock Pub on Church Street in Montclair. And Sheila looked lovely as always, with her hair short and curly and her wonderful eyes, dressed in a blue denim jumper.
I guess we met her through
Gary and Wendy?
Through Marty Lowenthal and Dorothy and Gary and Wendy.
Right.
And I remember what everybody remembers about Sheila, that she looks like Jackie Kennedy.
Yes.
Amazing.
Generous. Untethered.
Striking.
I'd say she's tough. She's a tough broad.
Driven.
She's smart.
I would say intelligent, because she is a very smart person, and I only have smart friends.
She gives a lot of kisses.
Fearless.
I would say she is vivacious. She has a lust for life.
I don't know, sort of rambunctious to a point.
What's a word that describes Bubby?
Pretty.
Pretty. And how about
elegant?
Splendid.
Awesome.
Yes.
Devoted. Kind.
But Sheila's elegant. She's always been elegant. She has an elegant carriage, an elegant face, and she carries herself with remarkable elegance.
Smart.
She's beautiful, she's nice, and and I love her.
All right. And
Oh, definitely introverted.
Really? That's going to be a great one.
She is too multifaceted to really plug one word on.
My mom loves a family unit. Whether we're all fighting together or we're all laughing together, as long as it's together.
Is her great love of family. And I think there's a reason why we both have 3 gorgeous, successful children, married to gorgeous, successful people, and have obviously gorgeous and beautiful grandchildren. And
I've never thought once in my life that what my mom is telling me is not true.
Her ability to make things happen. If there's something not moving in the direction she wants it to go or hopes that it will go, she will do everything she can to make that thing happen.
Her best professional attribute is her design ability. However, we have had a delicious meal that she's cooked. And one would not assume that Sheila's a cook, but obviously she is.
Sheila can turn a joke on herself. She can tell a story that'll make you pee in your pants. She tells stories that sometimes I used to think she should be on stage. She would have people around the table wrapped in whatever tale she was telling, the way she got Ben to be the doctor on one of the cruise ships and he didn't know. Half the time, you didn't know if it was true or not, and you didn't care. You just...
she is a vault, an absolute vault. If ever...
She is the most loyal person I know. She has that characteristic that says that if she loves you or she is your friend, you really have an advocate forever.
The fact that she's so urbane, she's got such a sense of humor, she has such style. She's a quintessential New Yorker.
She is, I think, a true friend. She is my true friend.
She's a terrific person, and she has the gift of intelligence.
She's very, very strong. Very strong.
And she possesses all the wonderful qualities a great woman has.
My one word for it would be mom. Because she was just the greatest mom.
I think, for me, as a man, it's the absolute submissiveness and deference that she shows to her husband. I think it's an example for womanhood.
Well, it should be someone, I don't know, like Jay Leno, someone who would really enjoy her sense of humor.
Her mom. That's my guess.
Sai, who do you think she would have dinner with?
Truthfully?
Truthfully.
Jordan.
I think it's a strong woman like Golda Meir or Hillary Clinton.
I think she would just absolutely love to have dinner with some of our, quote, governmental leaders like Mitch McConnell.
Me.
Me.
Paul Ryan and Michelle Bachmann. I think
it might be one of the authors of the incredibly depressing books that she loves to read.
I'm going to say George Washington.
I think there isn't any one person. I would like to say me, but unfortunately I think it's her family, and I'm included in that.
I also think she would have loved to have had dinner with Jackie Kennedy, with whom she was often compared as a young woman.
I think her father. I think she would love to have a dinner with her father.
That's a good answer.
Super brisket.
Superhero grandma. Magic power would be cooking delicious dinners and love. Love.
Belle?
Love and probably being fast at making, cleaning the dishes.
Wow.
Fly.
Fly.
Being a fairy.
Yeah.
Flying.
Ooh.
We all know she makes really good brisket, so.
Auntie
No one bosses Booby around.
Grandpa Ben. Booby's the boss of Booby. You. And Uncle Jordan and Auntie Mary. Booby's the boss of Booby.
All who defy Booby never see the light of day.
Sheila, happy 49th. I love you.
Okay, Sheila, this is a very special birthday, so I'm a little bit emotional and sentimental. So all I want to say is blah 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 kima shabla. Anything you want to say, reserve.
Okay.
Happy birthday!
And let me ask you the same question that Winnie the Pooh asked Piglet. Let's be friends forever.